Inside Basketball Podcast, also known as M.O.B Podcast, NBA Playoff Edition. I'm Evan.
I'm Ja.
And it's our basketball podcast where we recap, break down, analyze players and teams from the previous games from the previous day. Oh, and what a game it was last night. Let's just get it straight into it. The Hawks, right before the game, announced Trae Young will not be playing. And as you can tell, that would be a big loss for the Hawks. And you would think that, this will be a blowout. And it was for the Hawks.
Yep.
What a performance by this Atlanta Hawks team. What a performance. From the jump, you can tell that they were ready. They wasn't afraid. They wasn't backing down. No Trae Young. Fine. We gotta do our part now. Let's go and get this dub. And that's what they did, and everybody played great. Everybody played great.
Even Chris Dunn?
Sure, why not? Even Chris Dunn. Didn't really do much, but majority played great. Bogdanovich, Conley, Kevin Huerter, Collins, Capella, Cam Reddish, of course, two vets, Gallinari and Lou Will. Oh, Lou Will. Sweet Lou.
Lemon pepper
Lou. Skip to my Lou. Oh, man. They showed no fear. They showed no kind of inexperience in this game. They showed no lack of leadership. There was leadership on that floor.
No question. And I'll tell you this, right? The Atlanta Hawks are the underdogs within this series. They are the underdogs within this series. And this is what underdogs do.
Sorry.
No, you cool. You get me?
You can continue.
Okay. As I was saying, the Atlanta Hawks are underdogs in this series. And underdogs, they always seem to have that extra chip on their shoulder. Which, no matter what they do, they're always out looking to prove the majority wrong because the majority are against them, And this is nothing different.
The majority, sure, yeah.
Yes. Or, well, you're not including that because, of course, you got them.
I know. That's why I said it.
But each and every step of the way, the majority has been against this Hawks team. And it was questionable in the Knicks series because you said that cannot go either way, which it went in their way. We questioned it in the Sixers series because the Sixers were the number one seed. We're not going to get deep into that, but that's fact.
Don't need to.
Yeah. And now they're underdogs in this series because it's the Bucks. It's the Bucks. And we know who they got. We know their personnel. We know their talent and their abilities. And this game is no different, regardless of what they have to go against. They lose Trae Young off of an injury. People are obviously going to count them out. Again, they're the underdogs. But when you got guys like what you just named right there that have been, which three of them have been in situations like these before. Lou Will, Capella, Gallinari.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not forgetting about anybody
else.
No,
those are the three.
Those are the three main guys who have experience like that. They're going to instill in this team. And again, this is a playoff that has a lot of young teams included that have been looking like they've been in the league for 1,000 years already. Just playing out, like as if they're used to this already. You know what I mean? So the fact that I didn't expect them to have this kind of a showing, but the fact that the Hawks played that the way that they've been playing since they got Nate McMillan as a coach, you know what I mean, at that kind of level, it doesn't surprise me really. It just surprised me that they did this to the Bucks because it was shocking.
Yes, that surprised me because, as you know, I had the Hawks doing this game, with or without Trae Young. I still had them to win this game. But the way they did it and how just dominant they were for the majority of this game was fascinating. I mean, I did not expect this type of performance from them.
Exactly.
Well, let's get to the other team. First off, let's get the bad news out the way. Well, this whole game is bad news. But the Hawks were maintaining a double-digit lead for the majority of the game. The third quarter hit, the Bucks finally started to get something going because in that first half they were not the Bucks. Giannis was terrible. I mean, he did an airball 3 free throws. Nobody could hit a shot. They were not aggressive. They couldn't get their matchups on defense either. But then the third quarter hit, and you could see them finally start to get it going a little bit. Giannis was being aggressive. He was attacking a lot. Getting to the hole, getting layups. You know, Giannis being Giannis. Bucks started hitting their shots, and they cut into a single-digit lead, and they were down by 8. And then on a play when Charles lobs Capella, Giannis goes up contested. He lands, and you see his knee bend, and it hyperextends, and obviously he's in a lot of pain, and he gets hurt. He did not return. And from that point on, the Hawks went on a 15-2 run.
Yeah. This is a scary sight in a bad way for the Bucks. You know what I mean?
Well, in a bad way. In a bad way? A horrible way. A terrible way. This is Giannis. This is not only their best player. This is one of the best players we have in this league.
Yeah, and this is, again, I on and off the record, I don't remember if I said it on the podcast before, but I know for a fact we did speak about this personally. How this is the Bucks' best chance at winning the title. The easiest chance they got compared to past years, and that's no disrespect to any team that they will face if they ever got to that point or who they've been facing before. But this is the easiest chance that they have. And I don't have to go into detail why it's the easiest chance that they got. But, you know, and for this to happen at that wrong moment off of a play like that in which, like, you know, you went to contest, because injuries happen, right? But you go to contest the alley-oop from happening, and then, or, you know, all of a sudden that goes out. Hold on, give me a second. Shut the up. I'm doing a podcast. Go sit down. Move for me. Oh my God. Give me a second, bro.
Those badass kids again. We talking about the Hawks and the Bucks. You should have talked about who's winning that matchup right there. Stand by. Ja, you were saying something about Giannis.
The fact that that whole injury happened, like, you know, off of the fact that he went to go contest the alley hoop from the Hawks, and, you know, and that happens. He just lands incorrectly. It's tough to watch, you know. And this is just a bad time. And hey, the only good thing that you could bring out of it is the fact that the Hawks took advantage, because when situations, you don't want to see injuries happen, but when situations like that happen, you got to take advantage, because it's just like, you know, that's the only thing to do. Because again, things like that don't just happen often now. They just don't. Like Giannis going down, like I don't even remember, when did Giannis ever even suffer like a serious injury? Like last
game,
season, right?
Game 4 against the Heat.
Heat, right? That outside of that, that's the only serious injury I can remember. Outside of that, I can't remember anything else. That was, I'm not gonna say a blessing, but that was like a little bit of luck coming their way
for the Hawks. I mean, yeah, you can see that, because who knows what happens if Giannis stays in that game, you know?
Exactly.
But yeah, I hate injuries. Something I'll never get used to. I hate seeing injuries to players in the league and of any sport. especially to how much I love Giannis. So see that hurt. I didn't want to see him hurt like that. We talk about Giannis a lot. So much potential, and yet he already has 2 MVPs, and yet he can do so much more. And it's like you said, it's best chance to win a championship. He don't want to go down. The Bucks need him, and hopefully we all hope that we see him in Game 5. But that's enough of that injury. Even despite that, the way the Hawks played against this Bucks team, the way the Bucks played were unacceptable.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't have their best player, and when Giannis was playing, I played terrible for that first half. This is a championship team. I didn't see that.
Championship teams don't do that.
Yeah.
Championship teams don't do that at all. Like, especially, this is my thing. You would never see a championship team, no matter who they're going against, they would never underestimate. They will always be.
Oh, no, they would.
They don't know.
They would. And it's like what inside the NBA said, they would in like the 53rd game of the regular season. Not in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Exactly. That is true. But because just like what you said, championship teams don't do that unless it's the regular season, of course. Or championship caliber teams. But I felt like the Bucks probably just didn't come out with that gear. They got complacent a little bit. Probably hearing that Trae Young's not going to be playing gave them a kind of feel like, hey, we good. We still got Giannis. Obviously, this is before injury. We still got Giannis. We still got Special Agent K on that side. We still got Giroux right there. Bryn, he just killed Jimmy. Of course, he's going to kill these guys, right? But,
that was 2 months ago. And I've been looking for Bryn since then.
Yeah, he hasn't been. He's been absent.
He's been up and down, inconsistent.
Yeah, he missed a couple of days of school.
But like you were saying, you said like the Bucks have other guys as well to step up. Well, yeah, they do. And then those other guys got routed by the Hawks in the third quarter.
Yeah. It was just a bad look for the Bucks, man. It was just a bad look for the.
And you see why I picked against them. I mean, just the way they play sometimes, it's just unacceptable. And also, I say sometimes they just have stretches from deep where they just go cold and they're very inconsistent in certain games. This was one of these games. They couldn't hit a 3.
Exactly. And it was crazy because now I feel like the momentum was in an equal balance between the two. I feel like now, unfortunately, with Giannis going out, and even though Trae Young is out, I feel like with this win that they have gotten, the momentum has shifted to the Hawks side. In which, I feel like now, if their confidence wasn't already up high, really high, and I don't know where it is now. It's probably somewhere where we can't even reach out, see it, stretch out for it or whatsoever, because this is crazy, man. I feel like now they really, you have them obviously winning, but I really feel like now they can win. Am I choosing them? No. But now I really feel like they could win this series.
Well, I always felt like that. So it's not like I could change. Just unfortunate that it had to be like that with the injury to Giannis. Also, Trae Young's hurt.
Yeah.
I would like to see both of them back for Game 5. Obviously, I don't want to rush it. I think Trae might be in a better position to come back than Giannis is.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. But yeah, disappointing performance from the Bucks, but also an outstanding performance by this Hawks bench unit. Second, their players, rest of the starters, everyone played phenomenal, and that's what you want to see from a team without their star player. It was just fantastic basketball. Give credit where credit is due. Sam McMillan, and this Atlanta Hawks team beating the Bucks without their star player in Game 4 to save their series, possibly. You know, they could have been down 3-1. And tie the series up 2-2. Now go back to Milwaukee for a pivotal Game 5. They've been here before. Hope Giannis gets well soon. Hope Trae Young also comes back, gets well soon. Want to see both teams healthy and playing at full capacity.
Yeah.
All right. I don't think there's news, right? I don't think there's.
No. I love that. I ain't get no news.
Okay. I'm just seeing some rumors. The rumors don't matter. All right, so let's just get into Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals. It is once again win or go home for the Los Angeles Clippers. Coming off of that big win and that amazing performance by Paul George, Clippers look to tie this series up and save their season once again on their home floor this time against the Phoenix Suns. ESPN 9 o'clock. Game 6. Ja, what do you have? Suns still 1 win away.
Suns still 1 win away, and I got them finishing that on the road. You know, they are embarrassed about what happened to them at home because they play so well at home, and we know how it is. And the Clippers had their number. Let's just be honest. People, we all went against the Clippers. We didn't see them winning that game, especially. But and as great as Paul George has been, and as much as a superstar he has been, I still feel like this is Chris Paul's time. They're not even Devin Booker. This is Chris Paul. This is I don't see the Suns playing the way that they did. They lost momentum, especially late in that game after Paul George went ISO ball on them and basically destroyed them in that second half. You know, and
yeah,
I feel like they're gonna come up with better schemes, better strategies, and they're gonna come up with they have better momentum. And I'm not disrespecting the Clippers. It could go either way because the series is close, but this is the time to get it. And I feel like the Suns are gonna advance.
Well, very good take. I might be able to agree with you. Might. You know, that was a big one, Game 5. You know, like you said, everybody picked against them. Me and you definitely picked against them. And on their home floor, they did that. Suns had a chance to close it out on their home floor. They didn't. This Clippers team can be dangerous. They can be deadly. You've seen the last Game 6 they was in. Matter of fact, you've seen the first round Game 6 they was in as well. Unfortunately, the Dallas Mavericks Game 6, they might be missing a vital player in which they were able to win that Game 6. But
yeah,
momentum's on the Clippers side now. They got the win Game 5 on the Suns' home floor where they're playing phenomenal. And they played great against them. Convincing win. Now they're on their side and they go into LA. My prediction, there will be a Game 7.
I can't even go against you with that. I really can't. Obviously, I can't. Again, this is a series in which we did not choose who would truly win this series, so we can't go against. You know.
Yep. I don't. Is reports even out that Kawhi is not playing or not?
Look at. At this point, I don't know. He's probably just low managing at this point. I don't know.
He's not low managing. Stop.
Okay, he's probably not, but still. Look, in my opinion, if the Clippers have a great chance, they have an equal chance, just like how the Suns have an equal chance. But if they want a better chance, you better put on a knee brace or something to get some get some. What did they use on Willis Reed when he had his injury? Some cortisone or whatsoever. They better pop that into his knee, and he better get to it. He better get to it. Because no matter how much momentum they got, they will have a better chance to win if he's on the floor. Me and you both know that.
I agree. Yeah, I mean, he's one of the best players we have in the league. He's one of the best
Exactly.
two-way players of all time. But if he's not ready to go, even if he does play, he will be a liability.
Okay. Yes.
Or he can put more strain on the injury. Two of which you don't want at all. So that's why I wait. See, I want him to be at least 85%.
I gotta respect it. Yeah, I can understand that.
If you want to push 90, push 90. You know, but that's what I think. So if Kawhi plays. But if he doesn't, he doesn't. The Clippers, you can't use that as an excuse. You've been playing with him for, 7 games now.
Yeah.
Or 8 games now.
Exactly.
I think they've gotten around that we don't have Kawhi. They focus on the team that they have that's going to play.
Yeah, no question. No question.
I got Clippers. There will be a game 7. There will be a game 7. But all right. Time to wrap things up, John. Final thoughts.
You know what? I brought this up a little bit earlier, but I overlooked it because, of course, we have to still focus on the game. But it's still crazy, and I know we keep talking about it all the time, but it's still crazy how these playoffs are when we're looking at who's involved in it. Most of these players on these teams are young guys. These are young teams. And the fact that they're playing as if they're the freaking Lakers, the freaking, like all these legendary teams, they playing as if they've been here multiple times before, and they don't seem phased. It's just mind blowing to see.
Yep, that is a great thing. It is a great thing to see, especially when you got guys like him, playing the way he's playing. The Suns playing the way they're playing. Most of them have never been to the playoffs before. Like it's crazy to think about. Unfortunate thing is the injuries, though. I mean, Kyrie, Anthony Davis, Trae Young, Kawhi, Giannis. Injuries just suck. Not to mention the players have been playing with injuries, like Donovan Mitchell, LeBron, somebody else. I forgot.
Yeah, I think there is somebody else that we're missing. Oh, Joel Embiid, he played with injury.
Joel Embiid, he has injuries, man. They just suck. They ruin the game, but there's nothing you can do about it.
Exactly.
It just happens. And for the players and coaches, just got a game plan around it. Yeah. But all right. That all being said, thank you guys for watching today's podcast. Make sure to tune in to tomorrow's podcast. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, support the channel, give us feedback, all that good stuff.
And also follow our IG and our TikTok down in the description below.
Yes, and of course, again, I'm Evan.
I'm Ja.
He has those badass kids behind him. And this is the Mind of Basketball Podcast.
Conference Finals Playoff Edition.
Badass Kids Edition.
Yep.